we just take another quick little look here at the iPhone 13 Pro Max specs. And the one thing that kind of stands out is this 1 terabyte storage option, which is obviously something that's brand new. And I saw that one, I think it was 13-second iPhone 13 Pro Max video, it took up a couple of gigabytes. So that is the reason why there's a 1 terabyte storage option available for the brand new iPhone. If we just compare this one here, we click on compare and we type in the last iPhone, so we can see them here side by side, how they compare specs wise, because I think this is pretty interesting. So in terms of design, you can see that there's nothing really new here that is really like striking out as, oh wow, this has been changed. You can see that the camera layout is basically the same, even though the camera on the iPhone 13 Pro Max, it stands out a little bit more on the back side. So if you look at the specs here, you can see that it's a little bit more heavier than new iPhone, around 20 grams. Both have a same IP68 dust and water resistance, so no change there. You can see here a big difference in terms of how bright the display is, how the iPhone 13 Pro Max goes up to 1200 nits, while you only get, wait a sec, yeah, you can see it here that it says 800 nits on the iPhone 12 and up to 1200 nits on the iPhone 13 Pro Max, so just a brighter display in general. 6.7 inch, nothing really has changed over there. iOS 15 of course both supports it, and they have this no, here we have a new chipset in the new iPhone, A15 Bionic versus A14 Bionic, and you can see here in terms of processors what is basically the difference. And there is a difference there. Here it's using some 4 GHz Blizzard CPU, while here you get 4 times 1.8 GHz Ice Storm CPU. 5 core graphics versus 4 core graphics, and a big difference here also how you have a 1 terabyte option on the new iPhone 13, something that you didn't get on the iPhone 12. And you can see that both have 6 gigabytes of RAM, so there's basically no RAM difference. Cameras are super identical, but I think that maybe the software is a little bit more enhanced on the iPhone 13 Pro Max. How you have this cinematic mode, which is something that you do not get on the iPhone 12. And if we go down here, we can see that we still don't get any 3.5mm jack, which is a little bit annoying. And if we go down to the battery, let's see here, it should be down. Yeah, there's a big difference here in terms of battery, because on the iPhone 12 you only get 3600 milliamp battery versus a 4300 milliamp battery on the brand new iPhone. And I've noticed that, especially if you have the Spotify app installed on the iPhone 12 Pro Max, it drains your phone even faster. In terms of fast charging, you have a little bit of an upgrade here also with the iPhone 13 Pro Max, how you get 27 watt fast charging versus only 20 watts on the iPhone 12 Pro Max. But in general, you can see that there's really not much difference between these two devices. Antutu 638,000 on the iPhone 12, Antutu on the iPhone 13 775,000. So there is around a 10 to 15% kind of speed bump there that you do get on the new iPhone, but it's not like it is like 50% superior. Something like, if you can recall the difference between maybe the iPhone 4S up to the iPhone 5, graphics wise, maybe it was like a 50% difference. But here you can see that it's just like a 10 to 15% speed bump that you do get on the new iPhone 13. So it really comes down to the battery, and if you really are in need of this cinematic mode that you do get on the brand new iPhone. But other than that, most things are somewhat the same. So it's just a minor upgrade in general. I mean that the screen is the same size, IP68 certification is the same size, and that the device here is also interesting. It's way thicker, the brand new iPhone, 7.7 millimeters versus 7.4 millimeters on the iPhone 12. So, and that you get a thicker device that is also around 20 grams heavier is something that you may not want to have. So you may want to wait for the iPhone 14 if you want to see, especially if you want to see like a redesigned iPhone. We didn't really get it this year, but if you want to see that, maybe wait for the iPhone 14.